Alrighty, everybody, welcome to tonight's Awakening Soul Force Live. It is Awakening Wednesday, which is our weekly installment of, what does that mean, weekly installment? That sounds fancy, but I don't really know what that means. This is our weekly intuitive workout that we're going to engage in tonight, so I'm pretty excited to have you all here. When you show up, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a wave, give me a shout, show me some love, whatever it is. Maybe throw up that care symbol, make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside as we jump into tonight's live. Tonight's gonna be a little bit different. So I'm gonna wait and give it a couple minutes to allow some people to jump on. Go ahead and let me know that you're here. Once you have popped on, we'll see who's watching. We are gonna do our normal Awakening Wednesday sort of intuitive workout, like we always do. But there's a little bit of a new spin on it tonight. So I'm pretty excited to see how it goes, because tonight I have named a person that is in the other side of this envelope. But tonight's challenge is we are not worrying so much about who the person is as we are about getting some intuitive information about the person that has been named. So what I would like to say about tonight's Awakening Wednesday challenge is it's more of a reading. Think of this more like a reading like I do on Thursday nights. And don't worry so much about who you're connecting to, but we're gonna have you read the energy and try to get some information about the person that's been named in here. And I assure you, the good news is the person has given permission for this to happen. So let's see who's popped on. Hello, Mom. For those of you who don't know, Marcy Cat is Mom. Hello, Rebecca. Brittany, welcome. Brittany, did you do your writing today? I saw that, we had that exchange about the card that popped up, so I'd love to know, did you get to writing? Did you get to working on your project? I hope so. What's happening, Tab? Tab's mind is blown. That's fun. Hi, Nita. Welcome. All right. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Tab says, I've got this. I have a feeling, I'm not intuitive, I'm not tapping in, but I feel like Tab might already know the answer. Just a guess. Hi, Jem. Jem, it's good to see you on here. I'm still like a little bit bummed that I didn't get a chance to come to New York and spend time with everybody in Saratoga and check out Saratoga Springs. I'm feeling a little bit robbed of my Saratoga experience. Darn you, COVID-19. All right, Brittany says she did do her writing. Excellent. Putting that determined focus action right into immediate effect after the reading. I love it. I love it when guidance comes through, reflections come through, and then we take the advice, we move on it. So I can't wait to see what happens for you, Brittany. Hi, Nita. Nita, I'm waiting for you and Matt to jump on and offer up another psychedelic sound journey. That stuff's amazing. Please, you both are free to jump on anytime and offer your skills and talents. Your music is so healing and beautiful. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but just welcoming you to the show and reminding you we would all love, well, at least I would. Jem says, hopefully 2021, yeah, someday. When it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. For now, it's Awakening Soul Force Live on Monday through Thursday night, and we still get to get together. Hi, Catherine. Welcome. Actually, I don't want to keep saying that wrong. Is it Catherine or Catherine? Can you give me the phonetic sound of your name? I would love that. If you could spell it out phonetically, I would love to know so I don't say it wrong anymore on the lives. Yeah, Anita, do it. All right, folks, we've killed some time here. Hi, Mary, welcome. Ooh, some faces I haven't seen in a while. I'm excited to have you here. All right, folks, tonight in our Awakening Wednesday challenge, as I mentioned earlier, for those of you who have jumped on recently, we are going to do our normal Awakening Wednesday challenge together. So we're going to join in a little guided meditation. We're going to open up to some intuitive information. But I've named a person, and this person has given permission to be essentially read. So tonight, I don't want you to worry about figuring out who the person is, even though we had some people making some guesses earlier. I want you to just bring through information about and for this person. And I'd love to see what comes through. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, and we'll discuss afterwards. Very fun and exciting. Just call me Kate. Okay, it's Catherine. I'm gonna call you Kate because you asked me to. Thanks, Kate, for clarifying. I'm gonna feel so much better now that I'm not guessing if I'm saying it right or wrong. You know, that self-doubt game can really throw someone off their out of their flow. All right, good crew tonight. Y'all are lively in the chat. Hi, Maria. Maria, dedicated. Seems like you're on nightly. I love seeing you pop up. Thank you. Welcome here. All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our Awakening Wednesday challenge. Now we've given everybody a few minutes to jump on. Everybody that's meant to be here is meant to be here, and we're gonna check in and see what our intuition is ready to bring through tonight. So the first thing we're gonna do, just put your feet flat on the ground and get to a nice, comfortable position. Put your hands flat on your thighs or sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And we're just going to do 3 big energy clearing breaths before we begin. So we'll take a big deep breath in, filling yourself up with white light from head all the way to your feet. You'll exhale, release, and just let any stress and heaviness kind of sink down off your body and into the ground through your feet. Here we go. Big deep breath in. First breath. Exhale, release. Another big deep breath in, filling yourself up with light. Exhale, release. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Very good. And wherever you are now, I want you to go ahead and just turn your awareness towards your breath. Become conscious of your breathing. And really just focus your awareness on your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. And now you've connected to your breath. Go ahead and trace your awareness down to the base of your spine. Become aware of the tip of your tailbone. And on your next inhale, breathe in deep and imagine a big ball of light springs from the base of your spine and begins to roll up your lower back, up your spine, up between your shoulder blades, the back of your neck, all the way to the crown of your head until you feel this big bright ball of white light dancing atop the crown of your head. On your next exhale, release, roll that ball of light down the back of your head, down your neck, down between your shoulder blades, down your spine, all the way past your low back, until you once again are aware of the base of your spine. Take a big deep breath in, inhale, fuse that ball of white light with your tailbone. Exhale, release, and drop in a grounding cord, like a long white extension of your spinal cord, extending from the tip of your spine, drilling into the crust of the earth, digging down to the dirt, burrowing deep, channeling all the way to the core of the earth until you feel yourself anchored in the here and now by the gravitational pull of the earth. As we become connected and grounded to the here and now, and this grounding cord is going to serve as the channel for any energy that we welcome in through our crown, and anything we want to let go of or release will be carried through this grounding cord and grounded out by the earth. Next, I want you to turn your awareness to the soles of your feet. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, become aware of the ground beneath your feet. We're going to set the intention to connect to Divine Earth Mother. On your next breath in, inhale, breathe in, setting that intention to connect to the Divine Earth Mother. Exhale, release, and imagine these big, thick, reddish-brown roots like the roots of a redwood tree, anchoring into the ground, connecting with the earth. As we make this connection, a wave of Mother Earth energy rushes up the roots in a wave of orange light, up through the soles of the feet, up your knees, up your legs, up your hips, all the way up your torso, down your shoulders and arms, up your neck, up and around your head, and then spilling up and around you in a beautiful protective bubble of orange light. As we welcome in the divine light, love, and protection of the Divine Earth Mother. And give thanks for this opportunity to connect. Now just above your head, a bright ball of gold and white light shines down, and you feel warm and vibrant energy, the warmth of 1,000 suns. As we set the intention to connect to the Divine Heavenly Father, we take a big deep breath in, inhale, setting that intention to connect to the Divine Heavenly Father. Exhale, release, and feel a cascade of warm, vibrant light wash through the crown of your head, down your neck, down your shoulders and arms, all the way through your torso and back, down your hips, through your legs, past your knees, down through your legs, and then spilling out and around you in a big protective bubble of gold and white light. We're now going to ask Divine Heavenly Father, Divine Earth Mother, to help you bring through any information, guidance, or wisdom for the person you're meant to read tonight. Once you've set that intention, just to open up to every sensation in your body, thoughts, words, pictures, inspirations, and see what comes through. Don't forget to ask questions. I'm going to allow you now to just kind of drift and intuitively investigate. Feel free to write down or type any information that comes through as it comes through. Go ahead and ask for any final validating information for the person we've named that you're reading for tonight. Give thanks for any information that came through this evening. Give thanks for this opportunity to make a connection. Now we're going to engage in 3 more energy clearing breaths filling yourself up with white light, welcoming that in from the crown of your head with a big deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, release, and rinse away any energy that is no longer serving you, any energy that is not yours. Let it be washed down the grounding cord to be absorbed by the earth. As we rinse away anything that you picked up tonight that's not yours as you were tapping in and reading for a person. Take a big deep breath in. Inhale, filling yourself with white light from head to toe. Exhale, release. Release anything that no longer serves you down the grounding cord. Anything that's not yours rinses away from you. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your arms, or wiggle out your arms, wiggle your fingers, rub your hands together, clap your hands out, whatever you got to do to release any kind of energy that you might have picked up on in your session. And I'll give you all just a couple minutes if you would like to type out anything that came through, any kind of validating information. Remember, we're not worried so much about the person as we were just focusing on bringing through intuitive information around and about the person that was named and that has given permission to be read this evening. So go ahead and write out anything. If you'd like to share with the group, I would really love to see what came through tonight. I'm very curious. In the meantime, I will say that that really felt like a really nice meditation. While I was in meditation there, I was pretty wide opened up, and it was really focusing on the group, connecting with the group. And there's just a wonderful energy in this group. I really appreciate all of you and the fact that you spend your nights here, at least a part of your night here with me. I really appreciate it. I enjoy it. Okay, Nita's got some information. Well, I felt that this was a male and felt very grounded, very cool, a new feeling for me. Interesting. Yeah, so it's really cool. Anita, I don't know if you want to explain that anymore or go into a little bit more detail just about the difference, but very interesting that you felt a difference in gender and then a sense of groundedness, which you're saying is a new feeling for you. That is one of the very interesting aspects of doing this kind of work, at least for me. A lot of my intuitive information in the beginning came through very strictly in visions, in clairvoyance. So like daydreams, symbols, snapshots, pictures, memories, that kind of stuff. And then clairaudience. So like hearing like words or phrases or like sentences or full on dictation. A lot of the information came through for me like that in the beginning of this intuitive development for me. As things really, really awakened and I got deeper into my chakra practice, I then started to get information resonating in each chakra center. So it's one of the reasons why I, in my workshops, when I teach the intuition workshops, when I teach those workshops, I talk about which intuitive sense connects to each chakra, or which chakra is related to each intuitive sense, because it became a map for me personally. So you'll hear me in our readings, I'll say, oh, I'm feeling stuff in my root chakra, or I'm feeling something in my solar plexus. This is the energy center that governs our identity, our will in the world, or whatever. And this is a way that helps me kind of get into the information that we're going to explore, right? So I went from hearing things, seeing things, to then feeling things. Everything from physical pain to energy flowing or energy blockages. And it really grew over time. So I'm very curious to hear what other people got. Let's see. Rebecca says, okay, I saw a tightly and neatly wrapped ball of yarn, a lot of shades of blue, and then an elephant. That's very interesting. The elephant in the room. There's an elephant in our room tonight. Let's see if we can uncover what it is. Marcy Cat, I got mail, writer, scholar, shelves filled with books. Muy interesante. Marcy Cat, well, mom. Nita says, and then I just started to feel different, very still, very grounded, heavy even. Interesting, okay. So I'm gonna allow just another minute or two for some other folks to maybe pop on if they want to, if you'd like to offer up what you got. I saw the color green, different shades of green, feeling a sense of calm. That's really nice. The color green, I'll be, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Feeling a sense of calm, like that. Feelings, the other thing I will say is it's come up now a couple times. Feelings are a much stronger intuitive sense than we usually imagine. One of the things I discovered in doing the workshops was when I would go through the intuitive senses and talk about the different ones and how they sort of work. 9 out of 10 people, when it comes to clairsentience or clairempathy, which is like feelings and emotions and feeling things in the body, people raise their hands. They're like, oh, that's totally me. So that's another thing. When we do these Awakening Wednesdays, and we've got a couple things now. Nita talked about feeling still and grounded, Jem with this sense of calm. Those feelings that come in, we want to learn how to trust those because we're much more connected to that intuitive sense than we often give ourselves credit for. We're a lot more intuitive than we, I think, believe. So let's see. Let's reveal, as Nita continues to offer up some things. I also heard 5-5, saw the color red, and kind of heard guarded. But I don't know. I never trust this stuff. Okay, really interesting. Cool. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to share with you. Okay, everybody. Da-da-da-da. Person, Nita, the musician, drum roll, please. From afar, the internet drum roll. The person that you are all reading tonight, tapping into, was ba-ba-da-da. It was me. I wanted to open myself up. Tab says Bilbo Baggins. Very close. My feet are just as hairy and I'm about the same height. So very close, Tab. Good guess. So everybody, tonight I kind of wanted to offer up, myself as a test subject. Gave you all permission for the group to tap into me. I figured it would be kind of a cool opportunity to get a firsthand experience on, without even really knowing it, that you were kind of doing a reading, knowing that you were reading a person. But obviously we're connected here. We connect several nights a week. So I was curious to see who might tap into some of the things that were related to me, or if anybody was going to get information that might come through as it relates to anything that's going on with me in my life or some of the other stuff. Nita says, oh my God, so fun to know how grounded you are. I almost didn't want to send that back down the cord. That's really funny. Very interesting. So yeah, some interesting stuff here. Let's see. Nita got the grounded thing, male. So boom, right off the bat, you kind of nailed that stuff. And Nita, you've gotten other stuff in the past, so we know that you're tapping in fairly regularly. Rebecca saw a tightly and neatly wrapped ball of yarn, a lot of shades of blue, and an elephant. I wonder what the elephant is. I'm very curious what the elephant is. Blue is by far and away my favorite color. And I am a very tidy person, for anybody who's ever been to my place. I'm a little OCD, so that tightly wound ball of yarn might have been a pretty accurate intuitive hit. My mom got mail, writer, scholar, shelves filled with books. I got books all over the place. Mom, I feel like it's not cheating. I didn't give you any clues, but I'd say you got some stuff there. I wouldn't call myself a scholar. I do read a lot of the books. I do write though. Very cool. That's really good. But that's super accurate. I want to give my mom like major kudos, but also, like she gave birth to me. Just saw her not that long ago. I swear I didn't give her any answers, I promise. Let's see here. Nita started to feel different, very still, grounded, heavy. And I was very still in this meditation too, so that was the other thing, is it felt really, really good. Elephant, maybe it's the fact that you are in the envelope. I'm the elephant in the envelope. Is that what you're saying, Mary? Are you making comments about my weight? I'm feeling very, very self-conscious right now. That's really funny. 5'5", Nita, whew, hey, now, come on. I'm short, I'll own up to it, but 5'5", that's, now I'm getting real insecure. Now I'm really regretting the fact that I did all this opening up and reading. I'm feeling very vulnerable and seen for the hobbit that I truly am. Nita says, wouldn't mom have a little more of an edge over us? Yeah, like I said, she gave birth to me. So, I mean, there's an intuitive connection already. So luckily we're not giving out any prizes or Bahama vacations because mom would have cheated and totally taken it. Tab says, yeah, mom is a total cheat. Nita, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. I'm just messing with you. It's all good. It's fine. It's cool. I mean, yeah, I'm 5'8.5", like when I wear boots and stuff, like it's cool. I'm not even sweating that 5'5" hit, not at all. Oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. Maybe that's why you were guarded. Right. Yes, I'm very defensive about my height, okay? Yeah, right. Listen, I gave up that a long time ago. Back in the day, since we all opened up and were reading me, when I was playing, back when I was a kid and I was playing football and that was the dream, right? I'm pretty sure there's still markings in the garage, of like me like measuring myself like practically every day to see if I was going to be a little taller, because at the time I was a quarterback and I really wanted to play quarterback, and the reality is people don't really like short quarterbacks. Anita says, how tall are you? Was I right? No, I'm 5'8", and that's not a cheat, okay? That's like not in boots or like rain boots or anything like that, army boots. 5'7" on my toes. Okay, Tab, all right. I swear I don't over exaggerate the height. You can call it 5'7" if you want, I guess. I'm a very solid 5'8". I'm actually the most wonderful 5'8", the best 5'8" you've ever seen. I'm the most perfect 5'8", Tab. So I'm pushing back. No one's ever seen a 5'8" quite as good as mine. Oh my God. Just kidding around, you guys. Okay, folks, so that was interesting. We had some pretty interesting stuff there. There's some symbolism I do feel is accurate. Even the green that Jem is talking about, the color green, feeling a sense of calm. I'm certainly in this moment very calm doing our meditation, but also green is the color of the heart chakra. Green is the color of the heart chakra. So that's another thing, that I will clue into. I definitely use colors in the readings or my chakra system, and the colors are my guide and my map to the chakras as well. So sometimes I might get colors, and if it's not on a specific or a particular object, if I just see the color in general, I go towards the chakra that color is related to. Tab says Shire green. Yeah, it's hobbits. Yeah, because I'm a hobbit. All right, folks. So that was it. That was the Awakening Wednesday challenge. Some really good stuff came through. It looks like a few folks really had relevant and pertinent information that came through. I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of step out of the focusing on these kind of abstract or inanimate things, concepts, even though they were historical or people or events or whatever, buildings, and allow you to open up to a real life person, And I'm going to continue to think of other ways that we can exercise these skills, because you all we're tapping into something there. So, take some notes about what came through for you tonight. Pay attention to those hits that really landed. Definitely not 5'5", but who's still talking about that? I'm not mentioning it anymore. Before I sign off, I do want to offer up, as usual, I kind of sat down before the workshop to today's, I called it a workshop, but our intuitive workout tonight. And I asked guidance if there was anything that wanted to be shared or come through. And one of the things that kind of came up was returning to nature for the purpose of stillness and sensitivity. So I'm feeling very happy that the county has finally opened up the trails again, because I've been back out in nature once again. I was up 6 o'clock in the morning. I was out on the trail first thing this morning. And I've been out a few times the last couple of days, and it's been really nice to get back into this flow, because right before COVID hit, literally for like 3 weeks, I was out every single day, just hiking out on my local trails, getting to a little hideaway that I like to go find, and I was writing, I was journaling, I was channeling. Sometimes I'd bring my computer and I was typing stuff as I was working on a second book, and it is such a grounding and re-energizing space, but it's also a place to really, really get in touch with the subtle and powerful energy that is constantly with us and supporting us, and it is so reflective of the it's the life force just existing, right? So when I was meditating tonight, I asked what wants to come through. My guides brought through reminding the group that going to nature and returning to nature is a great way to feel into the stillness, the sort of the paradox of the stillness and the vibrance of nature, because it's alive and it's powerful and it's thriving, but it's also really still, it's gentle, and it's very subtle. This wants to come through because this is a reminder of how life works, how God works. The energy of spirit is subtle, it's powerful, it's gentle, it's nurturing, it's comforting. It feels effortless. That's something to really open up to. The more, and what I mean by opening up to it, now we're talking about sensitivity, which is the second part that I wanted to talk about, because spending time in nature, when you watch this beautiful kind of ecosystem of life existing together very effortlessly in many ways, and we remove the noise that our life is often filled with, whether it's work, the news, the pandemic that is, that is sort of kind of terrorizing us either in our communities or at home or just from afar or on the television or whatever. The panic from that, the energy, the chaos, the turmoil that kind of wrestles up in us as humans emotionally and in activity and all that. We remove ourselves from that for a second. We get as Angie is saying, nature grounds you. We get grounded and we become still, and we become a lot more sensitive to those things. And when we become more sensitive in this place of stillness, as we ground with nature, it's a lot easier to kind of engage with intuitive information. It's a lot easier for us to kind of move into subtle energy that's being exchanged between people in interactions and in situations. And it also makes us just more sensitive to those things that are not so resonant, things that are dissonant in our lives, in our own thoughts and our own emotions, in the world around us, in our systems and institutions. I have found that for me, this is what I found in nature, is I found a tremendous amount of stillness. I found a connection to a subtle power that is beyond words, it is ineffable. And I've become more sensitive to the things that are resonant and naturally in harmony and in balance. Nature finds its balance and harmony one way or another. It's going to get there on its own. It's a very, very brilliant, intelligent, self-regulating system. And I feel if we can move into that, if we can move into harmony with that, we start to really step into a new way of existing, not only as a human being, as an individual, but then as we interact with and interface with all of the world, whether it's earth, animals, life, or just other human beings and people. That dynamic and that relationship starts to change because our sensitivity changes. We have a new baseline that's a lot more subtle, a lot more gentle. So, hey, and that's a good point. Mary's saying maybe that's why some of the group saw green. Nature equals green, totally. And that was the message that wanted to come through for the group in spirit, was encourage the group to return to nature. And kind of talk about my experience. They wanted me to talk about my experience with nature and how that served me. And just encourage you to try it out for yourself to see what it inspires in you. What does it do for you? You may or may not have similar experiences, but that was the guidance that came through. Return to nature, return to that space and see what you find in the stillness, what it does to your sensitivity, and go from there. So there you have it, folks. That's tonight's Awakening Soul Force Live, the Awakening Wednesday edition. Let's see. Nita is still apologizing for making me super short psychically. No problem. No hard feelings, Nita. Not even worried about it. It's totally cool. Never talking to you again. Just kidding. Tab says, green is calming. Absolutely. Nita says, I went to Lake Balboa today. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's so great to get out in nature. You know, it is so refreshing. Again, when they closed the trails, that was the thing I was most bummed about, honestly, was when they're like, I can't go outside. How are you telling me nature is closed? This is crazy. Being able to get back out into the hills and to spend time with nature. Saw a whole family of deer today, which was really cool. I love the wildlife has been very active lately. And you know, there's just something about being out there and being able to observe life just kind of existing, you know. I do my best to not disturb it as much as I can. I can't say that's the case with other folks that I see on the trail, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, that's all part of it too, right? Human beings are as much of this process of the universe kind of coming on in some particular way at a particular stage of evolution, as any other part of the process. So, you know, it's a great practice in observing that as well, and observing, you know, the human relationship to nature. Again, where are we resonant? Where is there dissonance? Where are we resonant? Where is there balance and harmony? And where can we bring things back into balance? Been a big lesson for me. So, hey, Derek. I think Derek just jumped on. You're gonna have to watch the replay, man. We had a really exciting, no clues as to what transpired tonight. You're gonna have to rewind and watch the replay. But I'm glad you were able to make it. Jem says, thank you. I've been spending some more time outdoors, just sitting, just be. Yeah, just being. It's the best thing about nature. Just being out there. And if you can move into that stillness and just kind of like merge your mind with the effortless existence of nature for a moment, that's the best. That is the best. All right, folks, it's hot. I'm hot, I'm sweating, need some water. It's been about 40 minutes here, so I think I'm gonna sign off, but I wanna thank everybody for joining tonight. You are awesome. A lot of good information came through, and I really enjoyed having this little exchange this evening. Tomorrow night, we're doing live readings. So I'm gonna put up a little event. I'll invite the group to it. Make sure you invite anybody, friends, family, loved ones, people who might be interested in watching a demonstration and participating in the live readings. It's an opportunity to watch intuitive work kind of in motion. And for me, I mean, my intention with this is not only do we get to bring through information that can help folks, but I hope that people learn how you can use intuitive information and puzzle the information into, you know, together to kind of to find guidance, you know, and to find direction, or to at least pursue avenues, and just learning the process of how we decipher the language of intuition. We all have the ability, we all have that, quote, gift, even though I think it's just an inherent part of us that we're learning to really awaken in us and awaken to. But I think by and large we're babies in the process. And we're all growing in this process together, and I'm excited to be along that journey with you. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we'll be here doing live readings, and I look forward to sharing that time with you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight, and I will see you tomorrow on Thursday night's live readings. Have a good night.